This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
All right, Kase, how much horsepower you got in that family hauler?
710, which is to say more than you.
I have 670, but I only have 2 seats.
Yet another disadvantage of the Corvette.
And I only have 2-wheel drive.
Once again, all-wheel drive. And I've got way more torque than you, 645 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, I'm in the 100 range.
Might not be enough.
This should be an interesting race. So we've got, naturally aspirated versus supercharged. We've got Chevy versus, well, that's a Hellcat, so I guess it's a Dodge.
Yeah, an all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive on not a very grippy surface. So we'll see how it goes. It might seem like it's obvious, a sports car versus an SUV, but this Durango is pretty mean.
All right, let's do this. We've kept them long enough.
Oh my God!
No, you got the jump on me, but not by much.
No way!
Oh yeah, come on, Z06.
This Durango's so fast, how am I losing? Oh!
I love this car! And away we go! Oh.
And it's such a good start to the race. Wow! That's spectacular. You should do this every day. I've never had more fun losing.
Oh yeah, that flat plane crank. Oh my God, that was a rush. That was a rush.
I think that's the most fun I've ever had losing a race.
That was definitely the most fun I ever had in winning a race.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense. All-wheel drive supercharged Durango launches unbelievably hard in that first shift, sends your head into the headrest, but the Corvette is much lighter and it pulled away at the end.
Yeah, so just to give you some quick numbers, 0 to 60 in 3.98, which is pretty slow actually, but this surface is really bad and we're a mile above sea level. And my quarter mile, dude, I broke into the 11s, 11.92.
Wow, so you were about half a second quicker because I was a 12.54 in the quarter. My 0 to 60 was a 4.38. What was your trap speed?
Where mine says my trap speed was 110.
118.
Oh, the Corvette was cooking by the end. That's impressive.
And still accelerating hard.
But we also want to see how these two compare when we actually use launch control, because that last race was just doing a little brake and a little throttle as if you were at a stoplight and the light went green and these two were lined up. The next race, we'll actually do the prep work to put them into launch control to see if we get even quicker times.
Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time with that. Corvette does not make it easy. So, we had the old Stingray, right? And now we've got the Z06. We just got this. And, of course, there's a whole different procedure in using launch control in the Z06 from the regular Corvette.
Yeah, and the procedure in our old Corvette was not particularly easy. The other thing is that Corvette is brand new and still being broken in, and we're not 100% sure that the software is actually going to allow you to use launch control, but we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, you may need 1,500 miles before it lets you do it, and we're not there yet. So let's see if it activates it. If not, I'll take you on without activating it. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I'll give it a go in the Durango as well. Sometimes it can be a little finicky and it'll give you a message on the dash that says launch control canceled. But I've gotten it to work a couple times. I think I can make it happen.
All right, let me see if I can turn it down. But like I say, the software may not allow it till 1,500 miles, and we're not there yet. So let me give it a shot. I'll try. Kase, we should thank Kenneth Johnson, who built this engine.
Yeah, handcrafted by, it says so right on the top. And it's a beautiful motor. You got red valve covers. It's actually a really pretty engine bay, which is unusual in this day and age. It doesn't have a plastic cover.
670 horsepower, but 460 pound-foot of torque, but a flat plane crank, which makes this a very European approach to making power. I mean, it sounds like a Formula One car.
That's true, it's mean.
A lot more supercharger under the hood here.
Look at that beast right there. And I've got orange valve covers, so they're a little different.
And it's a Hemi.
This is a very familiar engine. It's been around for a while, but no matter how long they keep making this, we will never be tired of it. 6.2 liter supercharged V8, 710 horsepower, 645 pound-feet of torque in this Durango.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say it's pretty impressive that this is still in a family hauling 3-row SUV. You got to hand it to Dodge.
You got the power, you got the practicality. What more do you want? You maybe don't get fuel economy, but we're not worried about that.
Yeah, the teens, you know. But the Corvette isn't that great either, so.
No.
Gas guzzler tax for both of them.
This is not an MPG test today.
No, hell no. All right, to do launch control, you're supposed to hit the Z button twice. So I'm gonna hit it once, I'm gonna hit it twice. Sport ESC on, but no traction control, no launch control. Try it again. Press again PTM to enable Z active, launch control not coming on, unfortunately. ESC may be disabled. I'll try it one more time. Okay, so let me see. Hit it once and then hit it twice. Hit it once and then hit it twice.
If everything works in the Durango, it's generally pretty easy to put it in a launch control. There's just a button that says launch. You press it, it prompts you to hold hard on the brake and give it full throttle, but every now and then, for whatever reason, it doesn't like it and it cancels. So hopefully when I actually go for it, it works and we get a really good launch.
Yeah, I can't get it to come on, dude, so I'll just take you on the regular way.
Right on. Well, I'll see if I can get it to work out here in the Durango and see if I get any different of a time.
All right, let's do it one more time.
See, that's what it likes to do sometimes. The brakes are maybe not quite up to the task of actually holding the car. I'm gonna try and push a pedal through the floor and see if it'll let me do launch control. Give it another go.
Yeah, you kind of took off a little early there, Case.
Oh,
you definitely got a better launch than I did.
Yeah, it didn't really do it.
But, yeah, bye-bye, Case.
It tells you to apply full throttle, but then it doesn't hold the Durango in place. Sometimes it works, a lot of times it doesn't.
I love this car! Oh my God!
But it doesn't matter, the Corvette's quicker no matter what.
You don't need launch control.
It's so funny with this Durango. A few times I've gotten the launch control to work exactly like it's supposed to, and then other times the motor is just more motivated than the brakes, and it starts to creep forward. But one way or another, that Corvette is quicker.
Oh yeah, I got a quicker time there, 11.77. 122 trap speed, my man, 122.
Yeah, that Z06 is ridiculously fast.
But we'll do one more test to see the differences between these two. Why don't we do a 30-mile-per-hour roll race?
All right, let's try a roll race, see how they do. This should have the advantage with that dual clutch transmission.
And being, what, a good 2,000 pounds lighter at least?
Yeah, that too. Now, of course, you are much lighter than I am, Case, so I am kind of making up for that with a little bit more, shall we say, weight in the driver's seat.
Yeah, probably not 2,000 pounds worth of it. This Durango's about 5,500, so it's quite a bit heavier. I'm not sure that's gonna help me in the roll race, but my plan, my strategy, if you will, is on the spectrum of leaving a little late to cheating it a little bit and leaving early. I'm gonna try and be on the cheating side of things. Not to give you any ideas, but I'm gonna try and get this Durango going as soon as I can.
All right, fair enough. Tell you what, you count it down and you do what you have to do to win this. And I still think you're not gonna win, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah, this Durango is a fast SUV, but at the end of the day, SUV versus sports car, it's a little bit of an uphill battle.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's line up here and do this.
I'm gonna shift it manually too, and I'm not gonna mention that. He won't mind.
Guys, whether you have a sports car or a family hauler with the Hellcat powertrain, there's one thing you won't have, and that is peace of mind, because when the warranties on these two cars expire, I highly recommend you get a Grainger warranty, because Grainger not only uses dealership factory mechanics, but they use factory parts. So click on the link below and get yourself not only a whole lot of fun, but a whole lot of peace of mind. I'm good to go.
All right, we'll get up to 30 and I'll count us down. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I didn't like that shift.
Oh, the way this thing pulls, it's just incredible.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. The Corvette's so fast.
And the brakes, oh my God.
I guess I should be happy because I love Corvettes. But man, it's hard to compete.
Kase, we have to do one more thing, okay? This is the closest I've ever been to like an all-out race car. I mean, I've been on the track with, you know, vehicles like the Lamborghini Revuelto, but we've never drag raced it. And I gotta say, when this thing pushes you back and to hear that flat plane crank engine just sing, it's incredible. So you're a better drag racer than I am, so I want you to launch this thing. You come in here, you do a launch, and see if you can do a better time than I've done. How about that?
I'll give it a go. Hey, if you're offering me a run down the quarter mile in a brand new Z06, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Yeah, go for it and see if you can do better than 11. I think I got 11.87 was my fastest. I'm guessing at that. I don't want to look at it right now because I'll crash. But let's see if you can do better than that, because I'm betting you can.
Are you guys good? Cool. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get any better of a time than Roman did. I am a little bit lighter myself, as he mentioned. But my secret weapon is I turned off the AC, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Otherwise, there's not that much for me to do differently. But I'm happy to take a run down the strip in a Z06. Let's do this. Whoa! Whoa! My God. It is a quick car. It puts you back in the seat the entire way down the strip. Unreal. Okay, so let's see. I got an 1174. Not sure that's actually any better because I might have been able to launch it slightly more aggressively than I did. No, okay. He got an 1177 and an 1192. I got an 1174, so round about the same. I don't think there's tons for the driver to do differently to make it go that much faster. It's an automatic car. It makes all the decisions for you, but man, is this quick. It really puts you back in the seat. I know the ZR1 is obviously top dog, but my God, this Z06 is no joke.
All right, Kase, did you beat my time?
Just barely, not by a ton, because partway down the strip, when we lined the car up in the middle, I realized that we did still leave a camera in the center.
When I saw you move over, I was like, oh my God, I almost freaked out. Because hitting a camera at 100 some miles an hour would have done a lot of damage.
It wouldn't have been great for the car or the camera. So I went a little diagonally across the strip, but the time was about the same. Ultimately, no matter what you do in this car, you could be an idiot like me, and you're still gonna be fast, because this is unbelievable. It is an absolute rocket. So is that. But you can't argue with a Z06.
Yeah, no, this is the most fun I've had drag racing in all the years that we've been doing it, because, dude, it sounds like a Formula One car with that flat plane crank just wailing behind your head, and those shifts are just hammering. It's violent, but it's fun, and hell yeah, This is worth every penny we paid for it. And you know, these things are actually getting discounted right now because everybody wants a ZR1. And I think this is a sweet spot in the Corvette lineup.
But you gotta give a lot of credit to the Durango that was actually able to beat this car off the line on this surface. That's pretty impressive for an SUV.
For a 15-year-old SUV.
Yeah, also that.
That's when it came out. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao.